Shalom, shalom, Israel. I want to make this a short one. It is. I just got done watching a very good movie, and the Most High is definitely speaking with me. And some things are happening. We got a lot of these guys, these Mason guys, coming out, Kabbalah guys, Freemasons, and they're all, the white man's got these guys all set up. Unfortunately, for these nigga demons, I hate to call them that, but that's what they are. Judah Nazareth is what we would call an initiator. You got your first degree, you got your 10 steps before, your second degree, and your third degree. This is all the degrees there is, only true degrees. When you are under this, their first 3 degrees are what they call the Blue Lodge, and then from the 4th to the 33rd degree are all made up degrees that the white man made up for himself. In fact, there was way more degrees, but people were just making them shits up at random. And then Albert Pike chose, revised them, and you had Jesuits and so-called Jews and whoever else. So you're gonna hear a lot of guys coming out saying, they don't believe in the Most High Yah. There's no God, there's no this, no that. Now look at this guy. You see what he is, right? Watch this. Here's in a video called Brother Polite, There Is No God, Zion Lex. Now, he's going to give you a little spiel about how there's no God, but yet and still, look what he's in, okay? He's in a craft that bites. Oh, keep in mind, wait, hold on. House of Consciousness, you see the G's on there. The G, okay, Freemasonic in the black body, Ali Muhammad, okay? House of Consciousness, so Ali Muhammad and all these guys, these so-called Muslims and Moors and all of them, they're all Masons. Again, unfortunately for them, I'm not a Kabbalist or any of that. I was taught by the Most High himself, and I'm an initiator. I just tell you guys the structure of our degrees. I haven't even told you necessarily how to work the system or how to explain it in full. You got to give it piecemeal. Yeah, it must be realized within the individual himself. So when I see these dudes coming with this shit, I laugh because it's a joke. You can't, first off, for one, you can't even join so-called Freemasonry and be an atheist. You have to believe in some sort of God. So for him to sit there and lie and be like, there is no God, you're a liar. You're a liar, buffoon. You can't even join the lodge as an atheist unless you go to the French Rite. And you're not the French Rite. You're in the Blue Lodge. You're in the Scottish Rite. You claim it's Nuwabi and blah, 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 blah. You wouldn't even call it Freemasonry if you wasn't connected to the white man. Because the word for one of your passwords is what the builder. What is it? It's Mahabon, which really translates in Hebrew as Mahabana. It's what the builder. And the word in Bana is Hebrew for son or builder. So only Israelites build the temple. Okay, the white man is a fucking bullshitter, and there's nothing deep about Freemasonry because the shit's made up. Your lodge furniture and your so-called secrets and shit. I don't even know why the fuck you even have secrets. Them shits are fake. You're swearing oaths to the white man about lies. Let's take a look at Polite's teacher. This is a guy who thinks he's a freaking from the planet Risk. Okay, this is the kind of fuckery you deal with when I hate to let me just try to clean my language up. It is the Shabbat, but this is his teacher. Dude thinks he's Osiris. He's a Christian preacher. Look, he's a Christian preacher with an Ankh and an Anglican Catholic. This is just foolishness. Now watch. I'm sorry. Looking like Prince Rogers Nelson. So these guys are all, it's not even exposed. This is just buffoonery. The white man cannot be a Mason. He's not the son of God. He's the son of the devil. Like, he cannot be. We can look up, we can get this Hebrew Chaldee dictionary out and look up the word bana, and we can find out what it says in Hebrew. We can find out the word for building or structure, what the word is. Same word, bana, building, understanding. You know. So for those of you who pay attention, you know, I like to you know, poke and prod at the nigga Mason because he's a buffoon. So let's listen to some horse shit. Watch this.
I don't believe it.
I'm sorry.
I know personally that we all would agree that no 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 people will ever agree on every single thing at the same exact time. Yet, when it comes to religion, we find a group of people all together agreeing on everything about God inside of their religion. And that, to me, in essence, is a cult. So,
okay, well, we don't want to have to pull these out. Get your little Masonic books out and tell you how they are trying to make a religion where all people will agree. You definitely don't want to do that, you know, because we have your, you know, see that right there, that Scottish Rite Masonry? We can just like flip through that real quick and find out what their aim and degree is, to find a religion in which all men can agree. You know, we can just check your like book of contents here, you know, the contents here. Look, mock scripture recitation by Solomon. Elohim, the Hebrew title of deity. The Sanctum Sanctorum, or the Holy of Holies. Why would any of this be in there if these this is buffoonery. You're in a religion called Freemasonry, which, let me show you again, bites off my ancestors. They didn't even have the secrets. They just have the outer form. So Freemasonry is the shadow, while the Torah is the light. You know? Well, what do they use? The square and the compass? We don't use that. That's not in the Torah. They use the plumb line. What is the other one? It's the plumb line and the I forgot the other tool we use for measuring. The reed and the plumb line. You know, those two words to themselves too also have 2 different meanings. So when you go into the furniture of the lodge, which clearly is not in the Torah, I mean, I'm sorry. Yeah, the furniture of the Freemasonic lodge, it's not in the Torah. Look, the gibberish of Freemasonry admitted. You know, wait. Degrees fabricated for political purposes. So wait. So this simple nigga, and all these simple niggas who talk about black power this, black power that, black power. Listen, nigga, you work for the white man, okay? Let's look at this fucking buffoon here. Hey, I'm sorry to curse the brother out, but this more shit is, these niggas have 33 degrees. Once again, you know, they're always talking about, yeah, you get the papers and the documents, brother. The papers and the documents. These dudes literally work for white supremacy. Literally. This is why you will never, ever see any of them ever respond to me or say anything to me. Why? Because I'll wash them up. I really hope that Zion Lex is not a Kabbalist, because you know that's coonery too. You know, Mason, an attorney for the white man. This is what we're dealing with here: niggery, pure unadulterated niggery. Okay, these dudes debate be like Masons and shit. Like they only deal with Masons. And, you know, Torah people. You know, they don't. The serpent shit don't fool us. But come on, man, we're hip to your game, B. You can't. We're hip to your game. This is just volume 1. We have volume 2 stashed over there, with all your signs, your passwords, your degrees, the origin of your rituals. Albert Pike revising them. You know, your hand signs. All this is all bullshit. The Knights Templars were digging under what, fool? The temple, and found our scrolls. And what did they do? They began to devise their own system, which you today call Freemasonry, which these stupid nigga demons are in. You know? It's buffoonery. Pure buffoonery. But let's go back. Hold on. I'm never gonna close this out because this is just gonna be a short little clip.
No shape, form, or fashion do I believe in a God. And when I say I don't believe in a God, I don't mean in this colloquial sense, as far as dictionary reference is concerned.
So he's about to use a whole bunch of semantics and do the good foot. This is what I'm. Well, you guys clearly see me on Southern's comment board. Do you ever see they like disable the likes? They don't respond back. You'll never hear them say nothing. Why? Because I'm on a Mason's ass. That's why. You can't come with that fraudulence. You can't survive here. When they start talking that evolution, I know I'm like, wait a minute, wait. The white supremacy starts. Flag starts alarming. Like, wait a minute. We got some niggas jigabooing over here. You know? We got some niggas part of the lodge talking about there ain't no God. There ain't no God when you can't even join the Freemasons as an atheist. You can't do it. Okay? You can't do it. Your degrees are open and closed with prayers and altars. Buffoon. Cut it out. You know? What is this? Let's get an 11th degree sublime knights. You're not, first off, you're not even knights. Only Torah Israelites are knights. You can't be in the white man system and call yourself a knight. You're not a knight, dummy. Look. Representing King Solomon. Wait a minute. King Solomon's in the Torah. Why would King Solomon be? If you don't believe in a God, why would King Solomon be in your system? Huh? What? I didn't hear you. What? Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. Wait. And to show you that the nigga is a Christian, let's get to the, what is this? What degree is this? Because are Christians. Oh, Sublime Knight elected. I don't know what degree this is. This is, give me 1 second. Oh, I'm sorry. This is the 11th degree. Aquarius or the water bearer. Wait a minute. Let's look at the password. IHS. That's Jesus. Wait, that's Jesus. Okay? Christian. Oh, this nigga believes in a God. He believes in Jesus.
I'll use the terminology God for the context of conversation to appropriate a certain level of meaning or to acknowledge a certain level of precedence that a person may have, particularly black women. In my life, in my world, I would acknowledge her as a God, but not as a monotheistic God. Just one that I would accredit to being in control of a specific aspect of creation. But as far as monotheism is concerned and polytheism is concerned, whether it's Christianity, Judaism, Islam, any other sect of Catholicism, whatever the case may be, there's not one religion that would accurately express any of our depictions or conceptions about God. Not one.
These niggas,
so when I say I'm an atheist, I'm simply saying that I don't subscribe to no one's definition of God.
Nigga,
and neither do you if you're honest.
You're a Christian.
You understand what I'm saying? So I have a debate coming up. And this debate that's coming up, I'm taking it on. I'm going to take this debate on with Zion Lex. Not because of Zion, but because of the subject matter. Because never in my wildest conceptions would I believe that people are still entrenched and submerged in this spell of religion or this religion. I'm going to tell you like this.
Niggas need to cut
when
it
I
out.
watch TV and I see people that are highly revered in the music and entertainment industry, people that glorify selling drugs, people that suggest that we should engage each other as black people in a fractal.
See, it's always a bunch of fucking crap. I'm sorry to use this language on the Most High Sabbath. I'm sorry. I just want to just get it. You know, it's just real funny because when you read their things, you totally see that what he's talking about. Well, let's get a picture of him so he can't talk his way out of it. Okay, you already know what it is. You see that nigga has Freemasonry. You know the House of Consciousness. Let's get that back because you already know what they are. Oh, let's get that. Hold on. Let's get this real quick. Okay. Okay. Mason, an attorney for the white man. Excuse me. The enemy within. Okay, let's see. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait, look at this. On the one side, and in the past appears the formidable God of the bygone generations. His names are inscribed on the breastplate of the high priest of the Jews. On the other side, and far in the future, the eternal, good, simple, benevolent, merciful, equitable, and ever consoling Father of mankind, whose titles are written with the blood of that sublime teacher, who first of all proclaimed the existence of God of love and love only. Well, so wait a minute. Your Freemasonry does make a distinction between the God of the Jews and the God of the Lodge. And the God of the Lodge is Jesus. We saw your password is IHS, which we know is Latin for Jesus. Well, I'm sure your master teacher wouldn't disagree with that, considering he was a Christian preacher right here. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. His thing is called the New Covenant. Do you know what a New Covenant is? That's like, New Covenant. Okay? So, these dudes got to come with a better... Listen, man. Freemasonry, it's whack. It's whack. It's whack. I don't care what it's whack. Plain and simple. You should just false and whack. Wait a minute. Look, this is his teacher. Look, looking like a Christian. Look. He's the third elder of GMS. Okay, wait a minute. They'd be like Morris Science. Are these part of the Morris Science team? Oh, UK. See, this is what. Wait. Let's get that. What do you see there? Just the square in the compass, right? 32nd degree. This is your Morris Science. So who do these niggas work for? Oh, actually, what are these niggas doing? Jigabooing. You can't. We are the real builders, fool. The Israelites, and I'm talking Torah, not these one West Jesuit white man controlled nigga demons. I'm talking about people who take the Torah upon themselves. They're the real builders. They build the house not made with hands, which is the soul. You other niggas work for the white man. Okay? Look at your opening ceremonies here. To the glory of the grand architect of the universe. Wait a minute. That sounds like you believe in a God. You niggas are retarded. You niggas need to cut it out. Let's listen to some more niggery and then we're going to cut it out. Right. These niggas are fooling you.
People that propagate the degradation of the black woman, reduce her to just a whore, reduce her to several other derogatory terms, and then they go up there on stage before the rest of the world, and when they receive their award, after suggesting to us to sell drugs in our community, after suggesting to us to not respect our mothers, our daughters, and our sisters, they receive...
Well, let's you hear the sermon, right? Why? I'll tell you why. Because that nigga is a Christian. That's why. Let's get it. 16th degree. Princes of Jerusalem. Which they're not princes of Jerusalem. Especially not this nigga demon. He works for who? Fred Flintstone. Okay? Wait. Let's get that. Wait. The one who teaches the people of the United States the psychology of false worship will rescue our people from the doom it leads to. And as America is he who teaches the Americans enlightens the world. Hold on. We there see that the inventor of the degree derived it not from the Bible, but from Josephus, and that who that inventor was, we can only conjecture. But of the degree itself, we are told that it is one of those which the white man, the so-called Jew, mourned, revised, and it clearly bears the mark of his fingering. As it was the 16th in the old rite of perfection, who made by Ramsay and his Jesuits, the Catholic Church, it doubtless contained the libations of the Knights Templar. Oh, but as the Templar degrees call Christ, what? Call who? Call Christ the Savior of the world, the Jews who modified that rite into the Charleston ancient and accepted Scottish Rite were careful to eliminate Christ out of it, though all the Templar degrees professed to come from the Crusades, whose knights were defenders of Christianity and soldiers of Jesus Christ. And these princes of Jerusalem were of the old military Christian monks. But Morn and his 13 Jew inspectors, so these niggas working for the Catholic Church and false Jews, the white man, general turned them into ancient Jews of the time of the Second Temple. Damn, that's... Since it was started by Jesuits in 1754, but the sorcery of a false worship. What then is a false worship? It's psychology and the hiding of its power. That's funny. These niggas is talking about they don't worship a god. Wait a minute. Mr. Collar in Wheaton was a devoted Freemason. He said his emotions while going through the Masonic ritual, stripping, swearing, circumambulating, kneeling, praying, lecturing, and clapping of hands with signs, grips, and passwords, all of which are well known and come abroad. Going through this ritual for himself or putting others through it, Mr. Collar said filled him with the most delicious emotions. Okay, well, let's hear Reverend Polite speak some more bullshit. When I see your compass and your G, I know that you niggas are working for Team White.
Even award. And not only do they receive the award, the first thing come out their mouth is I like to thank God, and everyone applauds. See, I say I don't believe in God. And religious people tell me, go to hell. There's not one for me to go to because I don't believe in it. They say, go to hell. Oh, he's an idiot. Oh, he's a demon. Oh, I knew he was stupid the whole time. How you think everything got here?
Christian.
Well, let me say this. If you're going to ask if everything just came here like poof, how you think it got here? Someone must have did it. So then how did God get here? Did God just mysteriously exist? Poof. Because God had the ability to create himself and put himself into existence. What stops any other God from putting themselves into existence? Unless you're telling me.
So listen, you think a nigga who is part of a system devised by the white man, who created degrees out of their own fucking minds, you gonna listen to a nigga like that? You gonna listen to a nigga who offer his soul to the white man for money and for quote unquote fame? You gonna listen to a nigga like that? You gonna listen to a nigga whose master teacher was a Christian, a Muslim, a rabbi, a Native American, an alien, and an Egyptian? You can listen to a dude like that. But it's not just these dudes. Oh yeah. Mr. Bugged Out Osiris here. And you know what you're doing when you do the rituals of Freemasonry. You know what you're really actually enacting, right? Because you know what was dismembered or cut off from Osiris, don't you? And you know that the Nile is symbolized by what? His semen. You know that all the Kemetic penis deities, this is why we, in the Torah, we had to sacrifice bulls and goats and rams, because these Egyptian Negroes was up in there worshiping them for their generative powers. Why do you think you got the G on the square and the compass? Why do you think these niggas are like perverts? You know, this nigga was molesting little boys. Look, nigga got the bugged out. Come on, man. You shit is whack. You gotta get out of here with this Freemasonry shit. And you so-called Kabbalah niggas posing as Torah Israelites. Get real, nigga. Your shit is false and fake. Okay? And you're not a builder. You're not a Mason. You're just an agent of white supremacy, nigga. Okay? Plain and simple. But see, it's over. Those days are over. You might as well keep that shit a secret because it's false. You know? We can talk about all your degrees and where they came from, all your passwords and you know, the shit, Jubilo, Jabala, and Jubilam. This shit's just fucking made up. A lot of your passwords are just gibberish, and they have no historical linguistic connection to any language. gibberish and buffoonery. All right, let's listen to some more buffoonery. Oh, these niggas is putting a spell on you. And Zion Lex might be one too, because I hit that brother up more than once and this nigga hasn't responded back. And you already know what it is. When you shine the light on a roach, on a Masonic roach, he won't.